English Language Academy. Practice makes perfect.
Listen and practice.
Do you know how you read these words? Your brain tells you what your eyes see. Your brain tells you what you see, hear, and touch. It tells your muscles when to move. It helps you to write, speak, draw, and do puzzles. Your brain is amazing. Your brain works all day and at night when you sleep. At night it makes you breathe, and it makes your heart work. At night your brain helps you to remember things that you learn in the day.
Listen and practice.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alberto Zafra. Today, the topic of my speech will be American superstitions. We don't have enough time to go over all of them, so I will just talk about my favorite 3. Number 1. Americans say God bless you when someone sneezes. They do this because long ago, people thought when a person sneezed, evil spirits could enter his body. Number 2. Americans believe if you spill salt on a table, you will have bad luck. Strangely enough, they believe if you throw some salt over your left shoulder after you spill it, you will have good luck again. And finally, number 3. Americans believe if you break a mirror, you will have bad luck for 7 years. Luckily, they say if you wait 7 hours to clean up the broken glass, you will have good luck again.
Listen and practice.
Many young people around the world become scouts. Scouts is an international organization for boys and girls aged 7 to 17 who want to learn about the outdoors. Scouts learn outdoor skills, leadership skills, make friends, and have fun. Camping is a very traditional scouting activity. During a camping trip, Scouts go hiking and practice the skills they learn during scouting meetings. At night, they often gather around a campfire to tell ghost stories and sing songs. Many Scouts say that camping is the best part of being a Scout.
Listen and practice.
When you are hungry, you eat. You put food in your mouth. Then you swallow. But where does the food go after that? The food travels down your throat and into your stomach, where all the interesting stuff happens. In the stomach, food is broken down into all the good things you need to grow big and strong. The stomach is shaped like a small bag. It can hold about 1.5 liters of food. That's a lot of food. There are special juices in the stomach that break the food down into really small pieces. A person eats about 450 kilograms of food each year. Imagine how busy a stomach is each day. That's why we have stomach aches sometimes. Too much food or the wrong kinds of food can make our stomachs hurt. Now you know what happens to the food you eat.
Listen and practice.
Bobby is a curious boy. One day, he saw a picture in a magazine. The picture showed a woman lying in a chair. She had 2 thin slices of cucumber on her eyes. It must be good for my eyes, he thought. That afternoon, Bobby cut 2 slices of cucumber. He laid on his back and carefully placed the cucumber on his eyes, just like the magazine photo. He felt so relaxed that he fell asleep. When Bobby's mother came home, the house was quiet. She wondered where Bobby was. Maybe he is sick, she thought. She went up to Bobby's room and found him sleeping with his 2 huge cucumber eyes. "Ah!" she gasped in surprise. But when she found out what Bobby was doing, she laughed. What a curious little boy!
Listen and practice.
Rico's mother tells him a story about a big bird. This bird has long legs and a long neck. What is it? It is an ostrich. When ostriches are frightened, they hide their heads in the sand. They think that if they cannot see danger, nothing bad will happen. One day, an ostrich was being chased by a wolf. It was really scared. So, it hid its head in the sand. The bird assumed that if he couldn't see the wolf, then the wolf couldn't see him either. But the wolf saw the rest of the ostrich, and he quickly ate the bird. Rico laughed. What a dumb bird! Rico's mother said, "Yes, pretending danger doesn't exist does not make it so."
Listen and practice.
I ran inside feeling really excited and nervous. That's when Dad explained it all to me. This happens every 18 years. That's why I had never seen it before. I'm only 10. So why did it look so big and bright? Well, the moon is normally 253,000 miles away from the Earth. But on this day, it was 31,000 miles closer to us. Don't worry, it's natural and normal. It will happen again in 18 years. How old will I be then? Wow, I will be 28 years old. But I won't be scared when I see it next time. When you understand why things happen, you are not afraid of them anymore. Keep your eyes open, and you will be able to see the big moon too.
Listen and practice.
Our teacher, Mr. White, has 2 sons. Both of them are deaf. They can't speak either. When the first boy was born, they found that he could not hear sounds. In great shock, Mr. White and his wife went to many different hospitals to seek treatment. After 3 years, their son still could not hear sounds. They accepted the fact that their son would never hear anything. His world would be silent. A few years later, their second son was born. Like their first child, this son was deaf too. After talking to experts, they learned that the reason why their children were born deaf was defective genes. Even so, Mr. White loves his sons very much. Every day he sends them to a special school. The two boys are very smart. Mr. White uses sign language to talk to his sons. He taught us some sign language too.
Listen and practice.
Believe it or not, you can greatly improve your health in 10 very simple ways. 1. Eat breakfast. Breakfast gives you energy for the morning. 2. Go for a walk. Walking is good exercise, and exercise is necessary for good health. 3. Floss your teeth. Don't just brush them. Flossing keeps your gums healthy. 4. Drink 8 glasses of water every day. Water helps your body in many ways. 5. Stretch for 5 minutes. Stretching is important for your muscles. 6. Get enough calcium. Your bones need it. Dairy foods like yogurt, milk, and cheese have calcium. 7. Do something to challenge your brain. For example, do a crossword puzzle or read a new book. 8. Take a time out, a break of about 20 minutes. Do something different. For example, get up and walk, or sit down and listen to music. 9. Wear a seatbelt. Every year, seatbelts save thousands of lives. 10. Protect your skin. Use lots of moisturizer and sunscreen.
Listen and practice.
The topic of my lecture today is the differences between ancient and modern buildings. First, I want to talk about ancient buildings. This is a very interesting subject for me because I studied ancient history in university. Ancient buildings were normally built of stone, and they took many years to complete. They were also much smaller than modern buildings. The tallest building of the ancient world was the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. It was 146 meters tall. But now let's look at modern buildings. They are a lot different from the buildings of the ancient world. They are normally built of steel and concrete, and they only take a few years to complete. They are also much bigger than ancient buildings. The tallest building of the modern world is the Burj Khalifa in the United Arab Emirates. It is 818 meters tall.